Okay guys, so you are welcome back to. All right, so today I'm going to be showing you one of the quickest ways you can work on your backdrops, on your studio backgrounds, and get an amazing result here. So I know you've been seeing us do a lot of videos around it, but this one is exceptional. This is the background we're going to be using, and this is the image we are going to be using. One of the beautiful things I love about this one is that the floor of the image is almost looking like the same with the floor of the background, so it's going to be super easy to work on. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is to expand the cropping of the image, because I want the background to really come in a lot. So we'll just expand it, turn on our content aware, and press OK. So once that is done, the next thing I would do obviously is to separate the image from the background. So I'm just going to quickly make a selection of our object. So once the selection is made, make sure you are selecting inverse by right-clicking and going to select inverse. Then make a duplicate of the whole image, right-click one more time and go to layer via cut. So now we'll have our background on a separate layer and we'll have our image on a separate layer. So I'm going to be dragging this image over to this area. Then I'll come to my background, hold my control, click on the icon of the image. It's going to reload the selection. Then I'll go to select, go to modify, and expand. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to fill up the whole background, because if you look over here, you'll notice it has a hole. So once you click on fill, select your content aware in the content and press OK, it's going to just clean it off. So now we'll have our image on a separate layer entirely and our background on a separate layer entirely. Beautiful. So now let's get down to adding the backdrop we're going to be using. So I think I'm missing a little step, but we can fix that later. I wanted to give her more space in the front, because if you look at the background we are bringing in, it has a lot of space here. So if that doesn't work, we'll have to take a few steps back, or we'll generally expand the whole thing, maybe probably by pushing her inwards or something. So let's see how that works. I'm going to also give this background the same expansion. So I need it to have the same image size with my object. Yeah, something like this. Push it up a little, press OK. So once that is done, I'm going to unlock the layers, pick up my move tool and drag it and place it over my object like that. So just keep it here. Hold your alternate, click on just click on any of the edges so that this would appear. Then hold your alternate, click on any part of the image you want to place your anchor line. For this one, I'm placing it on her neck, because I want that area to be the constant. Then every other thing scales in from there. Then I'll hold my alternate, go to the edge and just scale it in. Now we can bring it down. Beautiful. This is so good. Press enter. The job is almost done. So the next thing we need to do is to restore back her original shadow. So considering the fact that they are both the same color, we can actually just clean the floor off and get back the original shadow, or we can just come over to this background here, make a duplicate, drag it all the way to the top, desaturate it. Yeah, so we know that we are not battling colors. You can even slightly darken it down a little, press OK. Then find a blend mode that allows you bring back the shadow without affecting what your background has. I think I love what Multiply did for me. Hard light is doing a good job, but they are fading out my original background. So I like what Multiply did with this, because it did not just give us the shadows, it also darkened down the background we'll have behind her. So I think this is too much. Need to bring this down. Yeah, so if you feel you still want the shadows to be a bit stronger, you can now use your levels and clip the levels to the background. So as you are darkening things down, it's going to make the shadows even come out stronger. Now we can decide to check other blend modes and see if we get a better blend mode that will render it more professional. I like what Hard Light is doing. It's practically the same thing with what our Multiply is doing, but let's stick with Multiply. Yeah, press OK. So I'm going to still reduce the opacity because it's darkening the whole thing down too much. Okay, so sorry, that wasn't the one I should reduce. This one. So this is it without the shadows, this is it with the shadows. So we're able to get the shadows back and still maintain a very good image. Now At this point, you can even decide to change the background to any other thing. It will still be maintaining this shadow and the settings we have used. You can even decide to change the hue or the background. You will still be getting these shadows where it is supposed to be. And I think we are already done. So the next thing I want to do is just to create a slight vignette effect behind her so that the whole attention also can be on the object. So to do that, I'm just going to use my curves. I could still do that using camera raw, but let's just use my curve so I can see exactly what I'm doing. Then I'll pick up my brush. Make sure you are selecting a black brush, or rather you can invert, then introduce, or you can leave it like that and remove, whatever you want to do. So I think we should remove. All right, so make sure it's a hard brush and just dab in the middle like this. Okay, so we are good. Probably you might want to add the floor to what you did. So just dab like this. Good. Then pick up your move tool, hold your shift and drag it down. So what I'm doing is that I want to contain all the image within that vignette effect. You can just apply it on the background. You can apply both on the floor and the background. So what I'm going to do right now is to smoothen out this vignetting because it's looking way too unrealistic. So I'll go back to my curves icon, then click on the mask again. This will switch to properties, then I'll just feather it out. So you see that soft light that just goes that way, but it's dark. You are seeing it. This is the before, this is the after. So we're able to bring attention to the center of the image, and that is how you create this amazing effect. Lastly, what you might want to do is just apply a little global color grading to it. Although this is already looking beautiful, I think I love the effect I got here. So I'll just put this here. The before, the after. This is too much still. Just bring it down. Beautiful. Okay, so the before, the after, the before, the after. And that is how you do it. Looking at the image, I'm noticing a little bit of yellowish touch around the edges of the image, which shows that the cutout was not so smooth because we didn't feather. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reload the selection on my image, go to my select, go to modify, go to contract. So I'm just going to be losing the pixel by 0.5. That should be enough to give us that edge. Press OK. Oh, I think it's too low, so we'll just use 1. Press OK. So it just pulls it in a little. Click on it and select inverse. Just press your backspace and it should deal with it. And we are good to go. That is how you do that, my friend. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you follow us for more. And please also make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you subscribe, do turn on your notification bell to get notified every single time we drop a new video. In case you want to gain access to this particular backdrop and you want to use it on your own images, it's very simple. All you need to do is just to comment interested in the comment section and as well join our WhatsApp community, and you'll be able to get access to the backdrop. Thank you so much and see you on the next one.